rents is rising, even though the rents is rising, a lot of us, because we damn near check to check, we cannot take a rent hike. It's not that we can't afford the rent hike. It's just we don't put ourselves out there so much thinking shit gonna continue to be the same. That's what we failing at. Let me show you something.
When the eviction moratorium ends, it means lockouts could soon follow, and at an alarming rate.
Now this morning, 13 Chief Investigator Darcy Spears has been researching renters' rights and the actions you need to take right now to keep a roof over you and your family's head.
I do. I feel a lot of anxiety. That's actually what I'm dealing with right now. A lot of anxiety. I feel like I'm in limbo.
Nicole Rowe is a mother of 5 kids, including 7-month-old Jayanna. The pandemic had an immediate impact on Nicole's family.
I work in childcare, so the childcares were one of the first things to shut down.
Savings kept her family current on rent until Christmas last year, but she's still waiting on unemployment checks to catch up.
Right now, I would say I'm about 4 months. 4 months behind.
About 4 months behind. Say now, well, I can't afford rent hikes of that magnitude. Oh, no. I'm not saying that people should even pay that type of rent hike, because a lot of people rent is not being doubled. Like that's completely doubled. It's not like that all across the country, but the rent hikes is going up, and people is not being able to pay $100 more, $200 more. When in essence, if you look at people and what they is doing and the shit that they own and the shit that they spend on, they actually can afford it. It's just we push ourselves out there so much because we feel like the same amount for to come in, price is gonna stay the same. This is a problem that a lot of people have, not just broke people. I'm talking about even people with money have, because we think shit gonna stay the same. Shit gonna stay sweet. This is a problem. She got 5 kids and she can't afford. This is one of them things that I'm talking about here.
As more and more people get back to work, she is still waiting.
With the daycares, they're not full staff yet. They're not going back to full staff, and I was a supervisor, so my position, of course, pays more, so I haven't been able to find any work to be hired.
Nicole applied for financial help through the CARES Act Housing Assistance Program, or CHAP, in March. We first met her in May when she told us she hadn't yet heard about her status. We checked in with her again in mid-July.
Nothing's changed, no updates. It just says waiting to be assigned to a caseworker.
Based on what we've learned, it appears Nicole is doing everything she's supposed to, checking her CHAP account online.
Oh, daily, weekly, just logging in to see if there's been any change, any updates.
And keeping in close contact with her landlord.
I'm checking in with him almost bi-weekly, weekly if I can.
He too is checking on CHAP.
I have emailed them, I've emailed my landlord. My landlord has emailed and tried to reach out to them through his own resources and still no follow-up.
Because Nicole and her landlord are working together, she's not facing eviction as of now.
But it's a lot of anxiety not knowing from day to day what's going on or what's going to happen next or what to do from here on out.
Heidi Foreman-Toney of Nevada Legal Services says anyone behind on rent needs to take action.
Do y'all not understand? And right now we at the point to where I don't see nothing that say a man is in the household. I'm not saying that she need a man in the household, but I'm saying she need a man in the household. Now, I don't know if there is a man in the household according to how the interview is going. But she got 5. Remember what she said in the beginning. The daycare was one of the first things to shut down. It's been 2 years. The daycare, I want y'all to understand. Her last baby is 7 months. We've been in this thing for 2 years. Last baby is 7 months. So let's just give it nine months of wait. The baby is 7 months. Oh shit. Wait. So right in the beginning, she damn near had the baby. Okay. I'm trying to do the math. Unless she were pregnant in the beginning of the shutdown, which, when I say you think shit gonna stay the same, she had 4. She was a supervisor of a daycare. So yeah, what hell, let's just go ahead on and get pregnant again. She's the supervisor of a daycare. Damn, if I get pregnant and I have to be out of work 2-3 months anyway, we can do that? Okay. That's the thought process. Go ahead.
I can't tell you the number of times I sat in front of a client and they tell me I will die if I am evicted.
So now we know that that's a lie on a lot of people's part, because we tend to live. We tend to not just commit suicide and shit like that when we get evicted, get put out. But that's what people say to hope to not get evicted. We don't want to evict this person because they're just going to die, and we don't want them to die, so we're just going to allow them to stay in the unit. We kind of want to see if you're going to die, baby.
Reaching out for help before it's too late is step 1.
They want to stay a step ahead on the entire process, make contact with our office.
She has a face you should not trust. Hell no.
Before they get that 24-hour lockout notice on their door from the constable.
Here are some key points renters need to know. The soon-to-expire federal moratorium applies only to lockouts for non-payment of rent, although landlords can still file eviction paperwork to start the process. And yes, you can be evicted for other reasons, like nuisance causes. What should you do? Apply for CHAP if you haven't already done so. If you have applied but didn't upload documents, you will not be assigned a caseworker. And this is a big one we're being told many renters are not understanding. Do not ignore eviction notices.
Don't ignore that shit. Do not ignore it. You ain't gonna be evicted. Do not ignore that shit that has been taped to your door or to your window. Don't play with these people, because they ain't going to play with you.
You must respond.
Say 5 kids, taxes finna be good. But she got to sell 2 of them. Because you can only claim, 3? You can only claim 3, you got to give 2 to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? But the 505 done made it on up in here for some instructions.
By filing an answer with the court, or you will be evicted by default.
You'll be by default. Shout out to Sauce Boss for the $5 super chat. You say I'm paying rent for 900 in a gated community in South Florida. My friends always say I'm getting away. Listen, you just better be stacking your change up, and you need to realize shit can change. I promise you. It could stay the same, but it could change. When shit come down and people feel like, well, hell, I can get 16, 17 for this shit easy. Just be careful. Shout out to Mario for the $1.99 super chat. I appreciate you.
You must also have your CDC declaration complete.
We're reaching the end here, but as you know, we do have some additional protections in place with the Assembly Bill 486, people who have rental assistance applications pending. Those will also provide a little bit of a buffer for people to get caught up on their rent and to keep themselves housed with their families.
The key point there is a little bit of a buffer. While AB 486 is said to create a glide path for renters facing eviction, the last hold on constables locking out tenants is coming to an end.
It's coming to an end. It's coming to an end. But my biggest problem is, oh shit, whoa, wait a minute. We have been in this thing for 2 years. Been saying this shit in the beginning. People need to not be playing out here in these streets. Just because your job was gone away, you decide to sit your ass home and don't find no other type of work and or get another type of trade or something. You didn't try to get no more money nowhere else. You was just waiting to see what the pandemic did. Because